Alright, so the purpose of this video stream, video recording, is to demonstrate single pair Tarkov for some of my fellow Tizzies that might be interested. You can see I'm running SPT-AKI 371. English. Give it a name. Go use sec. Say next. Pick a character and a voice.
All right.
I went ahead and did Age of Darkness this time, so you can see I've got this is what a typical Age of Darkness player would start out with. We're not going to care too much about most of this inventory. We're just going to go through it. Got some food and drink there. Got some ammo. We'll go ahead and put that stuff down there to hang on to it. Bandage, painkiller. We got a splint. Take a little bit of meds there in case we need them. Take this just in case we break a bone. I don't think we will. Because we're going to have a gun, I'm not going to care about the knife right now. We're going to use the knife spot to pick up knives off of enemies. Not too worried about a face mask because not playing against real people, so I'm not worried about hiding my face. So I think we'll go like that. And let's do our first raid. I'm going to let my dogs out real quick, so we'll go ahead and kick this off. Escape from Tarkov, PMC. We're going to start off on Streets of Tarkov. So I start out when I do my hardcore raids. I'm going to demonstrate Streets is the heaviest map game-wise, game load. I'm going to start out. I'm in daytime, and then I'll show you guys what happens at night when I run with my post effect settings on. But we'll turn the post effects off at the moment. We're going to run in daytime. I'm running a handful of mods. So if you look at the mods, I'm running the Beppin EX, which is a basic wrapper for a lot of the other mods. The questing bots. The bots are designed to go and pick up loot. And this thing really makes it so when you go to a loot container, sometimes the loot containers are already missing some loot. We'll see some of that. This is the waypoints mod that helps allow so the AI don't stay in one stable spot. Like in a real raid, the AI tend to be in certain sections. This forces the AI to wander all over the map. This is an AI spawner, so I'm spawning everything basically as if I was looked online at the moment. It basically spawns them every 5 minutes. There's a 5-minute cooldown. And anyway, that's that one. This HUD compass will demonstrate the compass. HUD core, the HUD is always on. HUD grenade, game panel HUD, game panel life. You'll see that that's like my health and all that. My energy hydration. You'll see those. You'll see this is like when I hit something, the kill distance and all that. You'll see, like, it'll give me some heads up on that. Anyway, the magazine shows me how many rounds are in my magazine. You can change the settings on any of these where they are on the screen. I'll save those settings. Radar. I'm using a radar. This is I'm using for teaching purposes to show you guys like how where things are at and all that. So we're gonna have the radar on. But I'm only doing it on a pulse of every 3 seconds. So you can see 3.11 seconds. So it's not a constant thing. Things are moving and then got to wait for the radar to pick them up again. Sane is an AI generator. Sense, you're going to see that highlights loot. The different loot objects have different colors. We'll talk about that when we actually see them. That's lit will be a lighting indicator up in the upper left-hand corner showing whether or not I'm in I'm in darkness and whether or not I'm being the enemy's view should be blocked by foliage. Anyway, so yeah, so those are the basic gist of it. So let's dive right into raid number 1. Boom. I'm not going to insure anything. Don't really care. Insurance can be important online, but for the purposes of these videos, I think I can make enough money and keep myself in enough gear. Whoops, I do need to go back 1 second. There's a key thing when you're starting out. uh, at all times in Tarkov, one of the best things to do is make sure you're not wasting time. Not that just going in and doing stuff and earning XP isn't valid, because it is. It's incredibly valid. You need to go outside, Tiki Teak. Okay, bud, hang on. But I need to jump over here. You see these green check marks on Prepper and Therapist. If I go to the taskbar, eliminate scabs anywhere, find 2 MP133 shotguns. She wants some Salewa first aid kits. Jaeger's locked. I can't see Jaeger at all. We get Jaeger by going to mechanic, getting a quest from mechanic called the introduction. You can't get that until you're level 2. I'm level 1. So one of the ways to get some quick XP in the game is to find stuff like this that you don't know what it is. Middle mouse click or right click and say inspect, or say examine. Sorry, say examine, and get XP for examining stuff. So stuff you don't know what it is, if you examine it, you get XP for examining. It happens in the raid too. You don't know what your guy doesn't know what something is. You can examine it and find out what it is. You'll get XP. You can see that fence here in SPT-AKI has quite a few goodies. So does Saraya, or Saria. Sorry, I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyway, just a little bit of XP. So if I jump back to my character, you could look, and I've gotten 270 XP just by doing that. So I have 730 to go to level 2. All right, so I'm gonna let my dogs out. I'm gonna go here, click streets, and click that, and I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm gonna let the dogs out real quick. Anyway, look, see, I'm back. And we're still loading in. Like I said, Streets is a big map. Takes up a lot of memory to load Streets. So, see if I can't. Anyway, just gotta wait for it to load in. I keep looking over at my OBS, which is on my left-hand monitor, to see the status of the OBS. Make sure the recording's going good. I want to try and keep my video recordings here down to around 30 or 45 minutes. We'll see. We're already 10 minutes in, and I haven't actually done anything yet because I was loading in. I was talking to you guys, and then, 3 minutes here of loading in. This is roughly reminiscent of what a real life experience is of loading in, just so you know. Loading in the servers. It's doing a lot of stuff in the background. As you can see in the upper left hand corner though, we've started to see the that's lit bar. The two dots to the left indicate that I'm not in a dark spot, but I'm at least have some light obscurity. Left is less visible, right is more visible. Oh, sorry. There's the radar spinning up. We did take streets for our first location. Okay, so I'd like you guys to see how beautiful this environment is. Like paintings on the wall, some cup of coffee with some coffee beans, radiator, coffee joy, the toilet, another nice painting. There's some wonderful artwork in Tarkov. All right, so so I want to show you guys the compass here. So the compass mod that I'm using, you can see like there, south 180 degrees. Over here, there's crash site. Spin around over there. There's Klimov Street, Pinewood Basement Co-op. Obviously can't do a co-op because AI to, or I don't have a player to extract with. There's damaged house, and we're back to the crash site. And if I hit 00 for my extracts, you'll see that that's reminiscent of the extracts that it shows me. And I didn't see the taxi. Don't know why I didn't see the taxi. Damaged house, crash site. Taxi's not up. Okay, never mind. So you notice there's a question mark for taxi and a question mark for courtyard. Because they're not on my compass, I already know those aren't valid. In a game online without the compass mod, I wouldn't know. I'd have to go physically look to see if those are there. So the green dots on the radar are scabs. Yellow would indicate USEC. Orange would indicate bear. And the red would indicate a boss or a boss minion. I currently have that radar circle set at around 200 meters. So, all right. So the Amon Sense mod that I've turned on. Let me go back here. If you remember, I told you I have Amon Sense 1.1. In different colored things. So like purple is a lootable container. It's a valuable. The different colors you can set them whatever you want. Like if I wanted to watch for a marksman rifle, I'm like let's make marksman rifles like kind of kind of orange. So if we see orange, that would indicate marksman rifle, just so we would know. All right. Anyway, that's how you do that. Click out of that area to get back. All right. So I'm going to show you. There's an icon right here. Icon indicates ammunition. Okay, box of ammunition. Picked it up. That marker will eventually disappear. There you go. There's another box of ammunition right here. Not only are they colored, they also have different shapes. Like this purple square means container. Purple container. Something valuable in the container. So we'll look. Ah, rubles. Not overly valuable, but it is valuable. We're going to take the ammo just to have the ammo. All right. Now there's an orange. There's a bear over in that direction. Scab, 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 scab. So it would, for learning purposes, this gives you an idea of knowing. Like if you want to try and pick up Tarkov and learn the game, SPT with these mods lets you really start to learn the game. It's just a nice coffee shop here. Oh, there's something energy-wise in there. Some sugar. Okay. So let's come out here on the street so you guys get an idea of like some of the environment here. We're gonna maybe go toward damaged house because we can get out of crash house. So let's push toward this scab over here. We We need scab kills for Tarkov or for preppers. So let's go ahead and we'll peek over here toward where the scab is. Woohoo! See, just knowing where he is didn't necessarily help me. I still got I didn't know exactly where it was because I didn't look. And he took a shot at me. So he's somewhere in here, probably around the corner. Just Pinewood Hotel counter. He's probably right around that corner right there. I didn't bring any grenades, so can't really force him out. I didn't bring any grenades, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, bring any grenades. I hear him. He pushed away from us. Got him. All right. Let's check this bag real quick. Check the baggie real quick. Pliers. Cell phone. Mayonnaise. Well, we emptied our knife slot, so we'd have a place to put it. We're gonna put this rig in here. So my recording from yesterday didn't work, so I started this over. And I went with an Edge of Darkness just so I have more gear so you guys can see that there's an example. And what I really want to do is this first video I'm going to do with Edge of Darkness. And then I'm going to take it back and I'm going to do a 0 to hero and just show that even if you're starting out with nothing, um, things can be done here. I kind of want to go to that window right over there. That's a dentist's office. I kind of go in look for meds because if you remember, we need first aid kits. So I think that's what I want to do. I would recommend if you're trying to learn the maps, like mapgenie.io/Tarkov, or there's a couple good maps on the Tarkov wiki if you look up the wiki. But yeah, just have maybe have a map up on side monitor and or on a tablet or something, and yeah, food. So the thing about food, which I'm going to show you in a second here. Let me finish looking in these offices. Just trying to see if I can find a Celewa first aid kit, just so I could turn that in for the quest for the heck of it. No sign of one, so we'll just push out of here. And we're going to try and go toward that exit. We're going to use that damaged house icon as our objective. We're going to kind of try and push in that direction. We're not going to loot a lot of stuff here. So I'd like to demonstrate a couple of things through the course of the video. So we've shown some on sense. You can see that the light bar shows that I'm lit. Let me duck into this foliage. You can see it gives a foliage icon indicating I'm in foliage. We'll try and find a darkened spot here. Maybe a darker room so you guys can see like what happens when I go in the dark. Although I'm playing in daytime, so kind of hard to find an actual dark room here. But you can see I'm generally, at the moment, I'm not showing a lot of the city. Mostly I'm just trying to point that I'm using this as a rough compass direction for the heading I need to take. Now let's go inside the coffee shop real quick, just so you guys can see this coffee shop. A bit of decoration here. Shawarma. You know. Oh, register's locked, can't get in that one. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got here again. Did we check this? Yes, we did check this. Not really about that gun and ammo at the moment. I mostly wanted to show you that I could like throw the rig inside here. So you'll notice that this rig takes up 4x4, so 16 slots. Inside, it's definitely more than 16. I could right click it if I wanted to. It's 25 inside. So it's 16 slots, but I have 25 slots of storage. So by putting this in here, I gain 9 slots. Like I could put 9 more slots of stuff in this than I could if I was just putting stuff in the backpack. So using a little bit of inception, putting something inside of something can oftentimes be to your benefit. Again, I'm just trying to push toward that damaged house extract. We've been in the raid for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I forget how long this one is. Might have been here for almost 10 minutes, actually. Considering my recording is at 20 minutes. Yeah, we've probably been in it for 10 minutes. Go check this food box. Just grabbing stuff to grab stuff. You can see I'm getting XP. I get 1% of XP for looking at stuff, and another for picking it up. So the green dots at the end have it. The marker goes up, like there's a little arrow going up, indicates that they're on the floor above me. They are above me with regard to ground surface level. So having the Amon sense on, like you might not know, like can I search that body? Well, the Amon sense having it on lets you see, yeah, you can search that body. I'll go ahead and throw that on my head. All right, so now that I got a whole bunch of food and drink here, I want to show you something. So as a low-level character, and we're gonna go when I restart and do the hardcore, I'll do a hardcore, the actual run through that I'll do. Well, I'll start out as a hardcore, like nothing. I'll start with literally nothing. But anyway, what I want to point out is your character has skills, and you can see right now the metabolism skill is 0. 0. No benefits, 0. If I come back over to my gear and say, can you do me a favor, bud? Can you drink this apple juice? We're going to watch our energy and our hydration go up. Speaking of which, so after I'm done drinking, they start going down again. In order to change this number, how fast it goes down per minute, you need to level up your metabolism. Drinking that apple juice got me 1.0 of the 20 I need to get to the next level. But we're still not full of energy. So could drink another apple juice. What happens to my energy now? Well, I'm up to 71, and my metabolism is at 1.5. It kind of needs, in order to really get a benefit, you need your hydration level and your energy level to both be down. So let's kind of make that happen. I'm going to go ahead and eat this mayo, and you're going to see that this mayo is going to tank my hydration. So let me go ahead and do this. It's literally going to tank my hydration. Look at it, minus 1487 per minute. I'm at 2 hydration now. And if I go over here, my metabolism just jumped to 2.5. Now, if I drink this apple juice, not going to affect my energy so much, but it is going to bounce my hydration back up. And now I'm sitting at 3.2. So low level, as a low level character when you first start out, the way to really combat this, the fact that your hydration is constantly dropping, your energy is constantly dropping, is eat and drink everything you see for the most part. Eat and drink, eat and drink. Just do it. You find some food and liquid. If you're afraid you're going to die, well, what are you running around with the food and liquid for? Just go ahead and eat and drink. Eat and drink. All right, I'm going to show you here, like, body cabinets are really good sources for keys, sources for their high-end loot. Like, just going to, I wanted to show you this again. So I get 10 experience for looking. I get another 4 for taking it. So again, when you're low level and you need those XP, every single little bit of XP helps. Now, when you get higher levels and you need thousands and thousands of XP, maybe 4 XP for picking something up isn't really helpful. But I mean, you're trying to get XP, you might as well just try and get whatever XP you can, right? You might as well search something, get some XP. Search something, get some XP. what are you hurting? You're only hurting yourself. Like I said, piling camp's a good source of keys. That's an RBMP21 key, and if we looked at it, it's a key for the reserve base, for reserve. Um, and it's RBMP21. Uh, really nice key to have. If we were going to reserve, it'd be a nice key to have. But anyway, so that's that. So another thing. So you see my hydration is at 55 out of 100. This water does 60. The full bottle does, right? 60. I only need 45. So let's go ahead and we'll do 40. We'll just do 40. And that should take us to 95, right? 55 plus 40 should be 95. There we go. And if we go now to our hydrate metabolism, you see we're at 4.3. We're really kicking that metabolism up. In just the past few minutes, we've kicked it up. All right, so let's keep going for our damaged house. Grab the sugar just to grab it, just for the looting XP. You'll see as I come past right here, there's a safe right here. Again, you might go past this. The Amon Sensei mod helps me know that that's a lootable container. And it has something in it. Now, one of the points of bringing this food and water was I intend to eat and drink as much as I can. Oh, sure. No. The MRE doesn't take your hydration down when you drink. So some stuff when you eat it takes your hydration down. And I'll show you that. So if I eat these croutons, they'll give me 20 energy, which is already maxed out, but they'll take my hydration down by 10. So that should go down to 83, right? Or 82 if it's also affected by a minute passing. Oh, down to 80. They aggressively took it down, and I think that's because the croutons are dry food, and they keep me in this minus 14 for a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and drink the rest of that water. That'll take us up to 98. And I think I've shown enough on a scab run or a PMC run really quick. So let's show an extract really quick. So you see I'm following this icon to the extract. And that was the damaged house extract. Remember, this first episode is going to be me showing with an EOD count, and then me showing with the a scab run, and then I'll do a 0 to hero run. I'll restart. I'll show you guys the launcher. I'll demonstrate the launcher in OBS. In my recording, I'll pull up the launcher so you can see the launcher, and I'll switch it over to a 0 to hero run. But anyway, so that got me up to level 3, and you can see now I'm not going to take this stuff off my guy. I'm not going to sell it. We'll cover all that when we actually get into the meat potatoes of the recordings and the demonstration. But if we look at my character, you can see we got out with all this stuff. Again, I'm not really worried about what's over here because that's all going to change when I wipe it all out and do the 0 to hero. But you can see we got out with a reasonable amount of stuff there, right? And because I reached level 2, actually, let me go back here real quick. I reached level 2, a little bit over level 2, right? I can go back to the traders, and if I wanted to, I could say, hey, gunsmith or mechanic, I'll take your gunsmith task. Oh, and you also have an introduction to Jaeger? You're going to introduce me to Jaeger? Okay, fantastic. Anyway, go back over here and show the perspective from a scab run. So we're going to do this when I actually get into the teaching and when I actually get into the doing some runs. But I want to give a demonstration. So your scab is this character. So this, the PMC, your main character, that's the one that all this belongs to. That's the one that this inventory belongs to. That's the one that these skills belong to. That's the one the stats belong to. You notice there's no PMC or scab. No, can't switch between them. Just overall everything. With the next wipe, they promise BSG promises that the actual Tarkov thing, you'll be able to have these stats separate. I'm sure they'll eventually bring that to single player Tarkov SPT-AKI as well. But in the meantime, that's the gist of it. This is your PMC. This is your scab. Now the benefit of the scab is this is a random character I'm going to spawn in as. And I'm going to spawn with that gun and that rig and that armor and this face mask and that beret, for example. And if I can get out with them, they're mine. If I die, I didn't lose anything, right? I lost nothing. So let's demonstrate what that looks like. I'm going to do a really quick one on factory. And the reason why I'm going to do on factory, this is a thing from that Pesley mentioned and a couple other people mentioned. You're loading into a raid. If you want to get in factory, all you really care about your low level, right? Your scab run, I should show you. The scabs reputation goes to fence. You want to get your fence rep up to 6. Um, that's one thing for your scab. The other thing is the flea market. The flea market's not open to me yet. I need to be level 15 in order to list stuff on the flea market. Well, I'm low level. It doesn't matter if I have. We'll discuss found and raid later. This will check mark. We'll discuss found and raid when we actually start playing. But I don't really care about found and raid right now as my scab. I literally just want to get in and get out. So I have this gear. That's free gear. All right, it's completely free. I want to get in this raid. I want to get out of this raid. I'm gonna do it at night, and we're gonna do this with the post effects turn. I'm gonna turn the post effects on. I'll show you my post effects settings later, but anyway, turn post effects on. We're gonna dive in, do an in and out scab run. The idea is get in, get out. We're not there to kill a bunch of stuff. We're not there to do anything. We could. There's nothing stopping you. If that's what you want to do it. But I just want to demonstrate the concept of the get in, get out raid. We're in the tunnel. Oh, we're not in the tunnels. We're going to go down the tunnels. A scab and a bear to my left. Down. All right, I'm in the tunnels. It's not 100% pitch black because I've got the post effect settings on. There's a guy around the corner here. He was. He went up to my right. All right, he's up to my right. Go this way. I know you don't know this pathing. You would learn it, but it's okay. I'm just trying to show you. Like I'm trying to get to a known extract. Never about any of those firefights. I just maneuvered across the map to this point. All that activity, I don't care about it at all. Does not affect me at all. The reason being, got a survival. Take all this stuff. And I can do two things. So I could take something off of my guy that I want to use. Like let's say, well, I need weapons, so let me put the weapon over here. Take it off of the scab. I need the weapon. I need the magazine. Okay. I need the vest. Okay, no problem. Now you can take all the stuff off the guy and you can go and individually sell it. We'll discuss traders when I do the full playthrough. But if you just like, I don't want to go to the traders. I don't want to worry about selling this to that person. So I just want the quick money payout. I got into the scab run. I did the scab run. I just want some money and I want to get right back into whatever. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time at the traders. You could click this and it would tell you, do you wish to sell all of this for that much? It's not the greatest price. You could break the stuff up and get more than that from some of the traders. But if you all you want is a cash, you say yes, and voila, you got a payday. So one of the things you should note though, if you kill a scab or you extract as a scab, the weapons that you spawned in with as a scab, or the stuff you picked up as a scab. Like, I'll give you an example. This was a scab I killed, right? So that was a scab I killed. This weapon is at 60, roughly 61% out of 100. It's already damaged. It could start jamming. It could start misfiring. This one, 43 out of 85. And if I click repair and ask Prapper to repair it, the best he can take it to is 83.41. This one, the best we can get this one to is, what did it say? 95.6. Now the weapon that I took in is at 99.8. It was at 100. Like, if I come up here and scan this one is at 100 of 100. This is at 99.8. I fired a couple shots. I took the durability down. I could repair it. And yeah, we can get it back up to 99.5. So the stuff does have durability. Anyway, so I thought I'd demonstrate that. We could demonstrate the traders. I'll give you an example. We'll come down. We'll use this stuff down here real quick. So we'll just let me take a bunch of stuff off here. I just want to show you, for example. So, bam. All right. So obviously, Ragman sells clothes. Therapist sells meds and some food. Skier sells some ammunition and some random gun parts. Peacekeeper deals in US dollars and tends to pretty much sell US equipment. Trapper tends to deal mostly Eastern Bloc stuff. And mechanics kind of like Skier. He just has some mostly attachments and a couple other things. So when you're low level and you're trying to do stuff, you also need to worry about, like, I need to get to the next level. Like, this isn't all the trader deals, right? This is only level 1. I can't get to level 2, 3, and 4 stuff because I'm only level 1. I need to be level 15. I need 0.2 rep with him, and I need to spend 8,000. Let's go over Prapper because we have a mission with Prapper, right? So debut says we would get 0.02 standing with Prapper. Right now, we have 0.2. Oh, at 0.2, we could go ahead and, if we were level 15 and it spent 750,000 or sold 750,000, either buying or selling, it should really be not 750 spent, but 750 in business. We could level him up. So when you're looking at your stuff and you're going, I need to sell some stuff here, like, who would I sell this to? I'd probably sell this because I know that as soon as I hit level 15, I can get to level 2 with Prapper. Or do I want to concentrate on Skier at level 15? You know, I'm in an EOD version. That's why it's at 0.2 already. We'll see this later when I do the hardcore. But, you know, Skier, so that's a Skier. I don't want 25, 6, 21. Skier give me 20 grand. Well, obviously, money-wise, the best deal is to sell it to Ragman, right? I get my best payday by selling that to Ragman. Same thing. Like, Soraya will give me 18K for it. Ragman will give me 22. Peacekeeper won't give me any, or they won't give me any money. Skier will give me 18. Again, clothes. Ragman's probably the best person to sell to, right? Gun stuff. Skier, usually starting out, you try and level up Skier. Prapper really just depends upon where you think you need your focus at the moment. If you're using Prapper for a lot of your repairs, you can probably do a lot more of your aftermarket or after raid selling to Skier because you're doing a lot of your repairs and stuff with Prapper. Therapist, if you're buying a lot of heals and stuff from her, you probably don't need to sell stuff to her. Jaeger also buys and sells food. So once you unlock Jaeger, it might be a better idea to sell your food and stuff to Jaeger than to anybody else. Melee weapons like the knife, the only people that will buy them are Jaeger and Fence. Maybe, yeah, Soraya will sell them too. But really, you want to sell melee weapons to Fence. But anyway, or to Jaeger. So anyway, let me close this out. Pull up the launcher so I can show you guys the launcher, and we'll wipe this character, and we'll take him back to 0 to hero, and then I'll end this recording so I can start the actual recording of an actual run through. But that's showing you what like an EOD loadout looks like. And I want to point out the EOD, how big this stash is. This stash is incredibly huge. It scrolls way down here. You're going to see that when we do the 0 to hero that I don't have that much room. You're also going to see uh, this secure container, the Gamma, has 9 slots in it. When I do my 0 to hero, I'm going to be with an Alpha with only 4 slots. So you're going to see that too. I'm going to start out with nothing but an Alpha container, so a 4-slot container here, and a knife. That's what I'm going to start out with. So it shows that the game can be played, especially with these mods in single player Tarkov. You can learn the game. It's a very beautiful game. You can learn the game, and um, you can gain the experience and enjoy just how beautiful Tarkov is in a single player fashion. So anyway, so let's go back here, exit the game. Yep. All right, so I'm going to add a source over here. I want to do a window capture. Window capture. This is a SPT launcher. Just a second. Okay, and is it capturing it? No. I'm trying to capture it here. The other option is for me to just capture my whole display. There we go. Now you guys can see it. Let's see if I can make it larger for you guys. All right, there you go. So this is what the launcher looks like. You can see that I'm running SPP 371. This is tied to Escape from Tarkov version 26535. I'm going to wipe my profile on Game Start. I'm running 6 server-side mods, 6 profile mods. You saw those. I'm running Soraya Shop, Late to the Party, Questing Bot, Swag and Donuts, Sane, and the Jacria, yeah. Anyway, you saw those. So anyway, I wiped the profile on Game Start. I want to go, which edition do I want to run? You can see I can run Edge of Darkness, which is what I'm running. I can run Left Behind. You can see that's the same as a standard. So I'm going to go down to a standard. So this is a standard. Look at standard. Standard is same as in live Tarkov, the basic stash size of 10 by 28 and 500,000 rubles. Note the Edge of Darkness is the same as Prepare to Escape. Prepare to Escape is 10 by 48. So down here it was 10 by 28. Prepare to Escape is 10 by 48. You get some extra equipment, higher starting up with the traders, and 250 euros. Edge of Darkness is 10 by 68, extra equipment items, higher starting reputation with the traders, $1,000, 500 euros. All right, so that's what I started out with on the Edge of Darkness. You can run SPT Developer if you want to. So, you automatically start at level 69. You have tons of money. Your quests are all ready to turn in, blah, 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 blah. You have a balaclava you can turn on that makes you invincible so you can't die. You can really learn the map, and you can, if you want to run the SPT developer, you can just go in, and it's almost like a god mode. You just shoot the crap out of everything and not really worry. Easy start is it's kind of like a standard start, but they toss in some stuff. You do start out at level 69, and your traders are already maxed. But we're gonna go down here. Oh, and then there's Left Behind. Left Behind is 10 by 38. Blah blah blah. So anyway, we're gonna go down here to this one though. Start with nothing. No rubles, no dollars, no euros, no trader rep. We get one knife and nothing's been done. We're starting out as a absolute nothing. All right, so I'm going to start the game. We should see the game start right back up. And after that starts up, I'll end the video and we'll move to the next stage. I'm going to go let my dogs back in and we'll move to the next stage, the next video. But anyway, that's the gist of it. So I showed you guys a basic quick look at the EOD version, showed you a scab run, and showed you a little bit of the single player Tarkov SPT-AKI launcher and the way you can, the different options for how you want to start your game to be. So we go back again, it's like I did before, English. Next, go use sec. We'll go with Hudson, and we'll go with Brent. Saying next. And before I end this video, episode 1 here, we will go to our character and we will see we have the apple container with 4 slots and a knife, and that's the way we're going to start. So I hope you guys come back for the next episode of my Tiz Teach series. I really would like to see some of my fellow Tizzies at least try and give this game a shot. If any Tizzies or GunDogs are interested in hit me up, man. I can buy the standard version of the game for you, and you can play SPT-AKI. You can try it out. Just talk to me. All right. Tizzies and GunDogs galore. Let me know. Anyway, that was episode 1. I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm gonna go bring the dogs in and everything else. I'll see you guys on the other side.